Well, for the first time in 4 months, support for Pauline Hanson has slipped. New polling from 9 papers revealing One Nation has dropped 3 points.
Let's get today's take on this with Liberal councillor and Nova's Michelle Stevenson and journalist Shelley Horton. Mish,
yes.
Is this the policies at play, the National Press Club, or are we just looking at a very volatile electorate that's just jumping from poll to poll?
I mean, when someone shows you who they are, you believe them, right? I mean, she doesn't have a lot of policies, and what policies she does have are based on grievances. Pauline Hanson is always going to continue to be Pauline Hanson. So I think for a while there, people were just throwing their vote in that direction because they're really disappointed in the offerings that the Coalition and Labor are giving them. But I think this is a real opportunity for the Coalition to gain some of that back, and I really want them to, because I do believe in my heart, I mean, I'm a Liberal councillor, of course I believe that, but I do believe that we have an opportunity here to really give the electorate what they need. I mean, 90 seats are in the metro markets. That's where we need to concentrate. One Nation will never do extremely well in the metro markets. We know that. So we need to really force and concentrate the metro markets and kind of gain that back, and gain back from the Teals as well. I think it's a real opportunity here as well, because part of them, they're forming their own little party, going against everything that they said that they would do. So it's a very interesting time in politics. Really interesting.
It really is, Shell. And, you know, meanwhile, Pauline's overseas. But this comes as she's revealed on a UK podcast that she plans to round up and move her political opponents to an island. What's your take on that?
Look, I think that this is, again, as Mish said, it's Pauline actually showing her true colours, and when she actually has to speak policy, she puts her foot in it all the time. And to say that it's just banter about rounding up her opposition and putting on the island, in fact, we've got a lot of historical baggage when you talk about any group of society that gets rounded up. And I think she needs to be aware of that. She also needs to know that you don't get to just put your opponents on an island. You actually have to debate them and win. And that's where she's failing there. So I think that we are seeing the drop in the polls, particularly from women and migrants, and I think a lot of that was her actually speaking up about abortion and the monoculture. So it's time for people to take it more seriously, and I am a swing voter. I'm not on any side. Please, can we have the Coalition get their stuff together so that they can actually be a robust opposition, because I don't think Labor's doing a particularly good job. So I really want it to be fighting between the major parties so that we can get some change made, rather than concentrating on fringes like Pauline Hanson and One Nation.
We will win you back. We will win you back, Shelley. I'm going to work on it every Monday.
And well put, Shell. Put your stuff together.
Put your stuff together.
Shell, Mish, stay with us. When we come back, why teachers are worried Aussie kids can't handle a challenge. That's next. Welcome back. Preschool teachers are putting parents on notice this morning, warning mums and dads that helping your kids too much can rob them of resilience.
Yeah. Shelley and Michelle are back to discuss this now. Shell, I mean, is that the case? Do you think parents do too much for their kids these days? I mean, it would affect everything from school onwards.
Absolutely. Look, both of my parents were primary school teachers for their entire career, and they said they actually could see resilience dropping off a cliff the more that they were teaching. As parents became more helicopter parents, they don't want kids to fail. They want to soften the blow all of the time. And really, they need to make mistakes and fail so that they learn to build that resilience muscle. And that also includes with sport, of like not having a ribbon for everyone for participating, but in fact going, guess what? Sometimes a team wins, sometimes they lose, and you've got to be okay and roll with that. So yeah, I think parents actually have a lot to do with this, and they need to step back.
Yeah, toughen up, kids. Speaking of schoolyard resilience, a new report has revealed thousands of Victorian kids are ending up in emergency with playground injuries. Shell, you've got a teen boy.
Yeah.
Have you ended up in emergency a few times?
Oh my God, a lot. Before he was like 10, he'd had stitches in his face like 3 times. Like, boys have this unique ability to bash their faces on anything and everything. I don't even understand it. But also burned himself. I will say he burned himself with 2-minute noodles. Parents, you've got to be cautious around 2-minute noodles.
Yeah.
They are really one
Boiling
of those.
hot.
Yeah, they're really boiling hot. But he is one of those people that will trip and will fall. But there is something to be said about that. Like, he never cried. He never cried. He would go and get stitches in his face and just lie there and let them stitch it up.
Goodness.
To the point where doctors were really freaked out by it.
Yeah,
Wow.
boys are different. I mean,
They're
last time I
built
took Billy
differently.
to the hospital because he hurt his hand and had to get a cast and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I got the free coffee because I had that many.
No way! Okay, well,
Totally.
mother of girls, I've not been there yet.
Oh,
Into
mate,
emergency
it
with
is
any of
full
them,
on.
touch wood.
When it comes to monkey bars, the best solution is walk it off. So you have a stack. You just need
Absolutely.
to be told, walk it off, just walk it off. That's how
That's
I
that
was
resilience generation, isn't it? Shelley and Michelle, thank you both so much for being here. Great to have your company. See you next time.
Thank you, team. See you soon. Coming up on Today Extra, we are firing up the ultimate barbecue.